morning all students. In the last video we have started our second chapter, that was the rational number, and now few portion left in the last video. Operations on rational number. You can see the operations on rational number, the standard form and other many things we have learned in the last video. Some of the students are having doubts, so we will discuss in the class whenever the class will be held. Now for proceeding further, operations on rational number. So as I told you in the last video, operations means basic fundamental operations of maths: plus, minus, multiply and divide. Rational number, we were talking about A upon B form, for recalling just A upon B form or P upon Q, where denominator cannot be equal to 0. Here, starting with the addition operation, you can see the addition means, let us take an example, A upon B plus B C upon D. We are having two rational numbers, A upon B and C upon D. So addition means to add the two rational numbers. Hope so now you are in the 8th standard. So all of you can easily add the two rational numbers. For example, we are going to add 2 upon 3 plus minus 1 upon 5. So by taking LCM, 15, 3 5 ja and 5 2 ja 10. The plus sign must be there, but minus is there, so plus minus and then minus. It will be 7 upon 15. If we are able to cut it, then we can convert it into the simplest form. So in the same way we can do the subtraction here. If minus sign is given there, so easily we can subtract. Suppose we are doing subtraction, it will plus, it will become 30. In this way, we can do the addition as well as subtraction. But here students, you can see here few things extra I have written here. These are the properties. These are the properties. For understanding these properties, one by one we are going to explain it. For addition, first one is the closure property. The closure property says, dear student, make the difference among all the properties one by one. Closure property says if two rational numbers A upon B and C upon D are adding, then the result will also be a rational number. We are adding here 1 upon 2 plus 3 upon 2. So we are getting, that is 4 upon 2 or 2 upon 1. So this is the rational number, this is the rational number, this is also a rational number. The closure property says if two rational numbers are added to each other, the result will also be a rational number. If result is not a rational number, then we can't say it's a closure. So for addition we can say addition is a closed for closure property. Second thing, commutative property. Commutative property says if we are talking about two rational numbers, one rational number is added to the second one, or second one is added to the first one, that means result must be same. Commutative property says 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 5 will also be equal to 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 3. Here the first rational number is added to the second one, it must be equal to the addition, the sum of the second rational number, while the second rational number is added to the first one. So just it's a reversing this one and this one. So if this one and this one, in case of addition, both the result will be same, equal. So this is the commutative, means for addition is a commutative. Next property is coming as associative. Associative property can be applicable for more than two rational numbers. Let's take in the mathematical notation: A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F. Three rational numbers we are taking here. First one, second one, third one. If three rational numbers we are taking here, the associative property says the result must be equal. But dear student, the one thing, while we are going to add the three numbers, so you just think we will add any two number first. We are not able to add the three numbers together. First we will add any two numbers, then the result will be added to the third number. Then only we can add the three numbers. So here, suppose I am adding these two numbers first, then whatever the result will come, this we will add in that result, the final answer will. And here we are adding these first one. First two here we are adding, then after third one will be added. But in the right hand side, the second and third one we are adding first, the result will come, then this rational number will be then added to that result, then final result we will get. This property says associative property for addition. Next one is additive identity. For additive identity, it works on a single rational number. Any single rational number, let's say B upon C. B upon C plus 0 equal 0 plus B upon C, then we are getting result the same, B upon C. Hence we can say the rational number is having the additive identity if that rational number is added to the 0 or 0 is added to that rational number, the result remains same as that particular rational number. So if these condition is true, then we can say it is having the identity. Next one is additive inverse. In additive inverse, we just add a such kind of the number, rational number, so that the result must be 0. We are having one rational number, what we must add here so that the result should come 0. For this, all of you can see minus A upon B. Means if one rational number is added to its opposite sign rational number, the result will always be 0. Another example we say here, C upon D. If minus C upon D is given, so what must be added here to make it as a 0? So the first given number is in negative, so we will take here positive. So this one is the additive inverse for this one, and this one is the additive inverse for this one. So both the numbers are additive inverse to each other. For this one, this is additive inverse. For this one, it is additive inverse. I hope so. These 5 properties you must got it. And if any doubt will be there, then we will discuss surely in our classroom. This was the matter of addition. Now here we are proceeding with the subtraction. In the subtraction, only the subtraction is closed. What was the closure? If two numbers are added, the result should be a rational number. If two rational numbers are added, then result should be rational number. If two rational numbers are subtracted, the result must be a rational number. So we can say subtraction is closed. Rest of the properties are not applicable for subtraction, because what was then the commutative? Commutative means A upon B plus C upon D. Commutative was A upon B plus C upon D must be equal to C upon D plus A upon B. This was the commutative for addition. If minus will be there, then it will not be equal. A upon B minus C upon D will not equal to C upon D minus A upon B. In the same way, associative, subtraction is also not associative. What was the associative? I am writing it again. It was the associative property. We are adding any two first, then third one. We are adding here second and third first, then first one. But it is the associative for addition. This one is not associative for subtraction. Let's see. If you will see here, this minus this, then subtract this one. But here, this minus this, then subtract this one. The result will be different. It is not equal. So that's why it is also not the associative. Additive identity. In the additive identity, let's see, for subtraction, A upon B minus 0 equals 0 minus A upon B is equal A upon B. Is it possible? It is not possible. Actually, this one is possible, this one, but this one is not possible to this one. So, there is no subtraction identity. Additive inverse is there for addition, but no subtraction inverse will be there. Let's see. What was the inverse? Inverse was A upon B plus what should I do to get this one? So we are writing here minus A upon B. But for the subtraction, it is not possible. If we are doing here the subtraction, minus sign, now check, the answer will not be equal to 0. So dear students, there are mainly 5 properties we are to study. For addition, all 5s are applicable. For subtraction, only one is applicable. Second, third, fourth and fifth are not applicable. That's it. I hope so. The concept must be clear to you. If any doubt, then we, as usual, we will discuss in our class. I have observed, dear student, some of the students are getting confused, sir, how to do this one, how to do this one. Let us see the question number 4. Any one part, we are taking here second part. Minus 3 upon 5 minus 7 upon 10 and, sorry, it was 7 upon 10 and 4 upon 15. Question says verify associative law for addition. So what we have to do, we should know what is the associative law. If we are knowing that associative law, first rational number, second rational number, third rational number. First rational number, second rational number, third rational number. Now separately we are to solve this one and this one. How to solve? Just see, have a look. 10 and 5 2 ja, 2 3 ja, 6 plus 7. Bracket 4 upon 15 equal minus 3 upon 5 plus it is not 15, LCM will be 30. 5 not 5 we have taken there, put the bracket for this one only. 21 plus 15 2 ja, 2 4 ja, 8 minus 6 plus 7 1 upon 10 plus 4 upon 15, here minus 3 upon 5 plus 29 upon 30. Let us take the LCM. 10 3 ja, 15 2 ja. Take exam. 30, 5 6 ja, minus 18 plus 29. It is 11 upon 30. It is 29 minus 18, 11 upon 30. Hence, we will write here. Hence, verified the associative law for addition. If LHS is equal to RHS, then hence verified the associative law for addition. So my dear students, exercise first A we are to finish, and in our next class we will discuss furthermore after watching this video. So do the exercise. First A, page number and 12. Again and again I am asking, don't be confused. If any doubt, then clear it by me. Just contact for your doubts, just contact me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you, students.